Do you know that by simply pressing a small point on your wrist for just 2 minutes before going to bed, you can help your body deeply relax, fall asleep more easily, and sleep better without needing any medication? For many older adults, sleep is no longer something that comes naturally. You may feel completely exhausted after a long day, but once you lie down, your mind just keeps racing. Sometimes you manage to drift off, only to wake up again in the middle of the night. And on some nights, you might toss and turn until nearly morning before you finally fall asleep. When this happens repeatedly, it can leave your body drained, your mental health declining, and your overall quality of life clearly suffering. But here is something most people do not know. There is a pressure point on your wrist called the Shen Men point, also known as the gate of the spirit. When you press this point the right way, your body naturally shifts into a deeply relaxed state. It helps slow your heart rate, ease anxiety, and awaken your body's own natural ability to fall asleep. No pills, no devices, nothing complicated. In today's video, I am going to show you exactly how to locate the Shen Men point, how to press it at home with a simple technique, and what you need to keep in mind to get the best results. This method is especially suitable for older adults. It does not cause pain, it does not take much time, and it can lead to noticeable improvements after just a few days of practice. Before we begin, leave a positive comment like, "I am ready to sleep well and live healthy every day." And do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you will not miss any helpful tips made just for you. So, where exactly is the Shen Men point? And why can simply pressing on this small spot help your body relax quickly and fall asleep more easily? The Shen Men point is a small spot located on the inner side of your wrist, near the pinky finger, right in the hollow, between two tendons. If you gently place the tip of your thumb there, you will feel a slightly soft area. When you press on it, you may feel a mild tingling or slight ache. That is the Shen Men point. The name Shen Men roughly translates to the gate of the spirit. In traditional medicine, this point is believed to be a connection between the nervous system, heart rhythm, and emotional well-being. It plays a very special role in balancing your mood, calming your mind, reducing anxiety and stress, and helping your body shift into a deeply relaxed state, an essential foundation for natural and restful sleep. When your body is under stress, your nervous system becomes tense, your heart beats faster, and your breathing becomes shallow. That is exactly why so many people feel exhausted but still cannot fall asleep. When the Shen Men point is stimulated correctly, it helps calm down this entire system. Your heartbeat slows, your breathing deepens, and your mind begins to unwind, bringing you into a state of natural rest. From the perspective of modern science, the Shen Men point is located near peripheral nerves that are linked to the parasympathetic nervous system, the part of the nervous system responsible for relaxation and recovery. When you gently stimulate this area through acupressure, your brain receives the signal that the body is ready to rest. Stress hormones start to drop, your biological rhythm begins to reset, and sleep comes more easily and naturally. Now that you understand how important the Shen Men point is, the next thing you need is to learn how to apply this technique correctly to get the best results. And right now, I will guide you through each step you can easily do at home. To get the most out of pressing the Shen Men point, the first thing you need is a comfortable space. It does not have to be anything fancy, just a place where you can sit or lie down and relax. Make sure the lighting is soft, there is no loud noise, and it is not too cold or too hot. Your body needs to feel at ease first, because only when you are mentally relaxed can the full effect of this pressure point be activated. Sit in a chair with back support or lie flat on your bed and let your shoulders, neck, and arms completely relax. Then begin with a few deep breaths. Slowly inhale through your nose, hold for a few seconds, then gently exhale through your mouth. Do this 3 to 5 times, and you will feel your body noticeably start to calm down. When you are ready, use the thumb of your opposite hand to press on the Shen Men point, the spot you located earlier. Do not rush in with too much pressure. Start gently, applying just enough force as if you were pressing on a soft rubber ball. Maintain this light pressure for about 15 seconds to let the area adjust to the stimulation. After that, you can slightly increase the pressure until you feel a gentle warmth spread out or a mild tingling sensation running along your wrist. That is a good sign that the point has started to open up and respond to your touch. Once you feel that, begin slowly rotating your thumb in a clockwise direction. Make the movement steady and smooth, not too fast. As you rotate, keep the pressure consistent and continue this for about 1 to 2 minutes. During the entire process, it is very important to combine the acupressure with deep breathing. This is not just an extra step. It is the key to connecting your entire nervous system to a state of calm. With each press, follow a breathing cycle. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 2 seconds, then exhale slowly for 6 seconds. Keep repeating this pattern the whole time you are pressing the point. Many people notice that after just 30 seconds, their hand starts to feel lighter, their mind begins to let go, and their heart rate gradually slows down. Once you finish with one wrist, switch sides and repeat the same steps on your other wrist. The total time for both hands is only about 4 to 5 minutes, but the effect can last throughout the entire night. And if you continue doing this at the same time every evening, your body will begin to form a habit. Eventually, just sitting down and pressing the point will trigger your body's natural bedtime response. A few small things can help make this even more effective. For example, you can rub your hands together to warm them up before starting, which helps activate circulation. You can do the acupressure while playing soft music, or place a few drops of essential oil like lavender or sandalwood nearby. These scents have been shown to support nervous system relaxation. Most importantly, stay away from your phone, television, and bright lights right before acupressure, because blue light can interfere with melatonin production, the hormone that helps you sleep. If you are just starting out, you might not feel a huge difference the very first time. But after just 3 to 5 days of consistent practice, you will likely notice that you fall asleep faster, wake up less during the night, and most importantly, do not feel tired when you wake up. Before you begin using this method every evening, there are a few important things to keep in mind to make sure the process is safe, gentle, and brings the best possible results for your sleep. The first and most important thing, if you have wrist arthritis, swelling from an injury, or any open wounds in the wrist area, you should absolutely not press on the Shen Men point at that time. Applying pressure to an injured area can not only cause pain, but may also make the inflammation last longer or worsen. Wait until your wrist has fully healed before trying this method. Secondly, if you have low blood pressure, you can still use this technique, but you need to adjust the pressure and time to make it more gentle. Instead of pressing hard and for a long time, just use light pressure for a shorter period, about 30 seconds to 1 minute per wrist. Pressing too hard might make you feel slightly dizzy afterward, especially in the evening when your body is already tired. Also, even if you are perfectly healthy, you should avoid pressing too hard. Many people think the harder, the better, but when it comes to acupressure, that is completely wrong. The goal is not to cause pain, but to gently stimulate your nervous system to send a signal for relaxation. If you feel intense soreness, sharp pain, or notice bruising after pressing, it means you are using too much force. Adjust your technique so that next time you press just deep enough without causing any soft tissue damage. Listen to your body. Everyone has a different threshold and responds in their own way, so there is no need to force yourself to do exactly what someone else does. Even though stimulating the Shen Men point is highly effective, if you want to truly experience deep, consistent sleep every night, you still need to build a few simple habits that help both your body and your mind fully support the process of natural rest. First, drink warm water or light herbal tea in the evening. One of the simplest habits that can bring surprisingly good results for your sleep is drinking a cup of warm water or a light herbal tea in the evening. It may sound ordinary, but this small action actually signals your body that it is time to rest. When you drink warm water, especially about 30 to 60 minutes before bedtime, the gentle warmth helps soothe your nervous system, relax your muscles, and promote smooth blood circulation. This not only aids digestion after dinner, but it also helps ease tension in the chest or abdomen, areas that often hold on to hidden stress you may not even be aware of. Warm water also softens the muscles around your neck and soothes your throat, which is especially helpful for older adults who often experience mild coughing at night or dryness in the throat while lying down. Besides warm water, herbal teas are a wonderful option for the evening. They contain no caffeine, do not stimulate the nervous system, and support natural sleep through a gentle and long-lasting effect. Teas like chamomile, lavender, peppermint, red apple, or ginger are all natural ingredients that have been used for centuries to help people relax and fall asleep more easily. For example, chamomile tea contains apigenin, an antioxidant that binds to receptors in the brain to promote sleepiness and reduce anxiety. Lavender tea has a soothing aroma that can ease your mind just by smelling it. And ginger tea not only warms your stomach, but also helps reduce mild inflammation, which is great for older adults dealing with joint issues or cold hands and feet at night. However, there is one small note. You should avoid drinking too much water right before going to bed, as this might cause you to wake up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, interrupting your deep sleep cycle. A moderate amount, about half a cup to 1 small cup, is enough. And ideally, you should drink it 30 to 60 minutes before you plan to go to sleep. Second, gentle movement such as walking, qigong, or yoga. One of the most effective habits for supporting better sleep, but often overlooked, is gentle daily movement. You do not need intense workouts or long runs, just soft, flowing movements that help regulate your breath and stimulate blood flow in the right way. This allows your body to naturally reset its internal rhythm, helping you fall asleep easier, sleep more deeply, and wake up less during the night. Walking is one of the simplest forms of movement and is suitable for nearly all age groups, especially older adults. A slow, peaceful walk around your home, your yard, or in a nearby park during the evening can help your legs move while also relaxing your mind. During a walk, your body releases serotonin, a neurotransmitter that brings about a sense of calm and well-being, and it is also the precursor to melatonin, the hormone that plays a key role in regulating your sleep cycle. If you can also practice qigong or yoga, the effects on relaxation and recovery will be even more powerful. Qigong is a traditional wellness practice that helps balance your internal energy, improve circulation, and boost your body's self-healing abilities. The movements in qigong are very gentle and slow, paired with deep breathing, which activates the parasympathetic nervous system. This in turn calms the entire nervous system, reduces stress, and lowers your heart rate. As for yoga, you do not need to be flexible or perform complicated poses. Just a few simple stretches, reaching your arms, folding forward, loosening your spine, or lying on the floor in a relaxed position with your eyes closed and taking deep breaths, can already bring your body into a deeply relaxed state. Some yoga routines are specifically designed to support sleep and are easy to find on video platforms or in apps made for older adults. One important thing to keep in mind is not to exercise too late, especially after 9 p.m, as physical activity too, close to bedtime, can actually stimulate the body instead of calming it. The ideal time is between 30 minutes to 2 hours before going to bed. That way, after light movement, your body has enough time to wind down and naturally transition into deep sleep. Whether you choose walking, qigong, or yoga, remember, the goal is not to burn calories, but to awaken your body's natural ability to relax. When you move correctly, blood flows better, your nervous system becomes more balanced, and your mind more easily lets go of stress, helping you ease into sleep naturally, without force and without worry. Third, avoid electronic devices for 1 hour before bedtime. One habit that may seem harmless but can silently ruin your sleep quality is using electronic devices right before going to bed. Your phone, tablet, television, or any kind of glowing screen all have one thing in common: they emit blue light. And blue light can delay or even block the production of melatonin, the natural hormone your body releases to make you feel sleepy. Melatonin works like a biological signal that tells your brain it is time to rest. But when blue light from screens enters your eyes, your brain gets tricked into thinking it is still daytime, and that delays melatonin production. That is why, even when you are exhausted, you may not feel sleepy at all, or it might take a long time to finally drift off. For younger people, this is already a problem. But for older adults, who naturally have lower levels of melatonin, exposure to blue light in the evening can make insomnia much worse. And it is not just the light. The content you are watching or reading on those screens affects your mind as well. A suspenseful movie, a negative news story, or a controversial video can all leave your brain tense and unable to relax. Even things you might not consider stimulating, like scrolling through social media, checking email, or watching the news, still require your brain to process new information and keep your nervous system active instead of slowing down. The simplest and most effective solution is to set a technology boundary for yourself. Turn off or place your phone out of reach at least 1 hour before bedtime. Step away from screens and use that time for activities that help your mind slow down. Read a paper book, listen to soft music, write a few lines of gratitude in your journal, or simply have a quiet conversation with a loved one. Fourth, practice deep breathing or light meditation for a few minutes before lying down. When you are anxious, worried, or stuck in overthinking, your breath unconsciously becomes fast and shallow. This puts your nervous system into a state of alertness, which is the complete opposite of what your body needs to fall asleep. On the other hand, when you intentionally slow your breathing and extend your exhale, you are sending a signal to your brain that everything is safe and that it is okay to let go. This activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the system that helps your body shift into recovery and deep relaxation. All you need to do is sit or lie still on your bed, close your eyes, place a hand on your belly, and follow a simple breathing cycle. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 2 seconds, and exhale for 6 seconds. Repeat this cycle slowly for 2 to 5 minutes. As you breathe deeply, steadily, and mindfully, your thoughts start to settle. All the mental noise and worries lose their grip, and your body begins to feel heavier and slower. Sleepiness comes naturally, without forcing anything. Meditation is also much simpler than many people think. You do not have to sit cross-legged or try to stop thinking. For older adults, meditation can simply mean spending a few quiet minutes each evening sitting still, closing your eyes, focusing on your breath, and letting every sensation pass gently. If a thought comes up, just let it come and go. No need to hold on to it or react. This practice helps your mind learn how to let go instead of trying to control everything, which is exactly what allows natural sleep to happen. And when you combine deep breathing or meditation with pressing the Shen Men point, the relaxation effect is multiplied. While acupressure works through your body, breathing and meditation work through your mind. Together, they create a soft, effortless slide into sleep that feels natural and calming. Fifth, keep a consistent sleep and wake schedule. One of the most important factors for quality sleep, but often overlooked, is going to bed and waking up at the same time every day. Many people change their schedule on weekends, going to bed later and sleeping in the next morning. But this seemingly harmless habit can actually disrupt your body's biological clock, making it harder to fall asleep in the following days, or causing you to feel tired even after getting enough hours of rest. The human body runs on a natural rhythm called the circadian rhythm, a 24-hour internal cycle that controls things like hormone release, body temperature, blood pressure, and your sleepiness. When you go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, your body learns and adapts to that rhythm. Around bedtime, it starts releasing melatonin to make you feel drowsy. And at wake-up time, alertness hormones like cortisol are released to get you going. This way, you do not have to struggle to fall asleep or rely on an alarm clock to wake up. Everything flows naturally, like a well-tuned clock. But if your sleep schedule keeps changing, especially staying up late and sleeping in on weekends, your biological clock gets confused. Your body no longer knows when it is time to rest and when it is time to be active. As a result, you may struggle to fall asleep the next night, or your sleep becomes lighter, more restless, and filled with dreams. This explains why many people sleep for 7 to 8 hours, but still wake up feeling drained or low on energy, because their body never got into sync with its natural cycle. For older adults, maintaining a steady biological rhythm is even more important. As we age, the body's ability to self-regulate becomes weaker. Without a fixed schedule, it is easier to fall into patterns of tossing and turning, light sleep, or waking up too early and being unable to go back to sleep. Keeping your sleep and wake times consistent is a way of reprogramming your body to regain that natural sleepy feeling without needing medication or sleep aids. A simple trick to help build this habit is to pick a specific bedtime and wake-up time and stick to it every day, even on weekends. At first, it may feel a bit difficult, but after just 7 to 10 days, you will start to notice your body adjusting. As bedtime approaches, your eyelids will begin to feel heavier on their own, and in the morning, you may find yourself waking up naturally without an alarm. The more consistent you are, the less effort it takes to fall asleep. A good night's sleep does not come from luck. It comes from understanding yourself and taking care of your body and mind with intention and kindness. The older we get, the more our bodies crave gentleness, not just through what we eat or how we move, but also in how we prepare ourselves for a truly restful night. When you actively build healthy evening habits, you are sending a message of safety to your body, helping your mind let go of tension and easing yourself into deep, natural sleep. If you found what I shared in this video helpful, feel free to leave a comment below as a positive reminder to yourself. Something simple like, "I am slowly reclaiming peaceful sleep each night," or any soft affirmation that brings calm and comfort to your heart. And do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you will not miss out on natural, easy-to-follow tips you can use every day to live healthier, feel deeper, and be happier at any age.